SMT Nation, we back. We've got the T-Mobile Q3 2022 earnings, and it was a major success for them. Huge quarter, lots of positive. I'm going to cover the basics. I'm going to scratch the surface on most of this stuff. We'll talk about more of the detailed, nuanced things in the podcast tonight. So this will kind of get your palate wet, as they say. All right, they delivered on a great quarter. I'll go ahead and link this article for you in the description. Okay, so industry-leading customer and cash flow growth, Q3 22, a raise of guidance for the rest of 2022 through the next quarter. It's a good showing from T-Mobile. Okay, so when it comes to postpaid, which is the most profitable customer, and when it comes to broadband customers, positive in growth. Okay, postpaid net accounts had 394,000 adds, best in industry, highest in company history, according to T-Mobile. Postpaid net customer additions total of 1.6 million, more than AT&T and Verizon combined. I'm not sure why they're putting Verizon in there because Verizon doesn't add; they lose. All right. In terms of the postpaid phone net, that was plus 854,000, best in the industry. That's a little bit higher than AT&T's, and their highest since the merger. Postpaid phone churn rate was 0.88, which I think just puts them slightly above AT&T, but well below Verizon. Okay, so sandwich right in the middle there, pretty close to AT&T though. High-speed home internet additions, 578,000. Fixed wireless access, T-Mobile 5G home internet continues to be a winner. Lots of growth there. Service revenues increased year over year by 4%. I know it indicates here that they missed the predicted, the expected, or estimates or whatever, but it's still positive for them. Their core adjusted EBITDA grew 11% year over year. The net cash improved. Free cash flow grew 32% year over year. These are financials that I think investors are very happy about. I know they repurchased 4.9 million shares of common stock during the quarter. And I think that was an expense of 669 million. So they're improving the share value for investors. Anyways, they have now officially surpassed 250 million pops of 5G UC coverage. They kind of threw in a little bit of a, I guess, well, you guys know T-Mobile, the liar sandwich, where it's a bunch of good and then there's also some lies in there. All right, they said that they plan on exceeding that, and Verizon won't get there for 2 years, which is nonsense. Verizon's going to be at like 200 million pops in like Q1 of next year. But anyways, moving on. More music to people's ears, investors. Merger synergies guidance has increased between 5.7 to 5.9, $5.8 billion. Okay, so paying dividends, right? We saw that number was like at 3.5 or 3.7 billion in synergies just at the beginning of this year. So that's improving. All right. So investors, I'm sure, are very happy about this. Additionally, I think some of the numbers that you all probably care about, and so do I, the 394,000 accounts, right? That more than doubles what they did year over year. Okay. So people are going to T-Mobile. They're attractive in the switcher pool. The 1.6 million postpaid net additions, half of those aren't phones. So it sounds to me like, you got a lot of watches, you might have a lot of tablets. I don't know what other connected devices they have, but that could be in play there. The 854,000 net adds for phones is huge. The churn rate is low. It's very close to AT&T's. I think they had prepaid additions of 105,000. Prepaid churn is now under 3%. I think it's at like 2.88. Those are good metrics for prepaid in my estimation. Not growing super fast, but those are gains, right? High-speed home internet customers. Guys, the T-Mobile home internet is an absolute smashing success. 578,000 net adds. Incredible numbers. I think that puts them like 2.5 million customers or something or no. They had like 1.5 last quarter. So now you're adding another 0.6. They're at like 2.1 million high-speed home internet customers. All right. So now total net customers, you're adding 407,000 year over year during these types of quarters. I think they're up to like 112 million for total net customers. Prepaid, postpaid, I don't know, however they count it. So you got pretty strong financials. You got more free cash flow. Investors are going to be happy about that. You got 5G leadership. Again, they're well beyond all their competition when it comes to the pops covered of 5G UC. They're increasing guidance. I think they've come up for the postpaid net customer additions through the end of the year. They're probably going to be over 6 million, 6.2, 6.4 million. So it's going to be between them and AT&T, but T-Mobile, if you count the home internet, they're flying, folks. They're actually absolutely crushing this on so many different levels. They're going to probably go ahead and project an additional big quarter, the guidance moving forward for the T-Mobile home internet. And because Verizon, again, is not making any changes, we don't expect the switcher pool to shrink. Customers that are leaving Verizon are free agents. They're going to Spectrum. They're going to Xfinity. They're going to AT&T. They're going to T-Mobile. They're attractive in this type of economic environment, folks. The cost-sensitive consumers are considering T-Mobile. They're a major player. And the home internet customers are also looking at T-Mobile as a viable player. We have a lot of opportunities here for T-Mobile. And we didn't even talk about Boeing and business. And actually, I still have to watch, the earnings report and see what type of questions are asked and what we learn. But this is what we know right now. More details later on at the podcast. Comment down below your thoughts on the earnings, how they did. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more, and turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links are in the description for my Twitter, my Gmail address for business inquiries, my Patreon page. If you want to become a supporter of the channel and be a member, hit the join button. We got that going on. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.